It's the playoffs. Welcome to the Brownsburg Fieldhouse, the home of the Bulldogs. The Brownsburg Bulldogs tonight hosting the Plainfield Quakers. We have not seen the Quakers in the Western Conference Finals in a long time. And they could play the number 1 seed Danville. Brownsburg finally will host Plainfield, and this is huge. This is a Brownsburg team that could go all the way and win it. They are in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. We're underway in in Brownsburg. Young has it first. Van Deventer knocks it out. And already, it's a Garrett Irwin slam. Irwin dunks it in for the Quakers. Here's Cameron Young. Van Deventer there. Young will score 2-2. Here's Van Deventer. Back to Hummel. Back to Van Deventer. Back to East. Colton East for 2. East will score. And after that score from Colton East, here we go. Eli Jackson with it. He's a former Quaker. Cooper Overton shot blocked. But Baker Lands will score. Overton's 3 was blocked. But it is Baker Lands who will score there. Garrett Irwin for 2. And the Quakers are looking strong here. Ever since Ambriel Dugan took over Plainfield has not been good. They have not been able to make the Western Conference Finals. Roden's shot is blocked. And here comes the Quakers. Garrett Irwin for 3. And the Quakers, could they upset the Bulldogs here tonight? Van Deventer there. Young. Here is Baker Lands. Back to Overton. Overton's shot is finally good. Brownsburg and Danville finished tied on top of the Western Conference in the regular season. Colton East for 3. Brownsburg, they tried to win the West. Tried to get the number 1 seed. If they had, then it would have been Plainfield at Danville in this one. But no, Danville won that. No, Danville won, got the 1st seed in the West. And Eli Jackson with the slam. But since Danville got the 1 seed, they play Franklin, and that should be indeed an easy win for Danville. Irwin back to East. Long range East. No good. Young misses. Jackson puts it back up. 12-10. And here's Van Deventer. Pass to East. Colton East for 3. The Brownsburg Bulldogs not doing good right now. And here we go, Van Deventer there, covering Young. Young shot misses. Hummel with the rebound. East back to Van Deventer. Pass to Irwin. Garrett Irwin will score again. And this looks like an old Quakers team that we used to know. Young beats the buzzer. It's 17-13 after 1. Brownsburg after the first quarter. Well, you heard it. 17-13. The Quakers lead it after 1. Welcome back to Brownsburg for this game tonight. And here we go. Here we go indeed. Newman hands it off to Reipinger. Henry Reipinger there. Back to Vanderventer. Jacob Gibbs. Stolen by Jackson. Baker Lands will score. Just like that, it's a 2-point game. Vanderventer back to Gibbs. Jacob Gibbs will score again. And here we go. Ferris has it, but Gibbs will seal it. Reipinger. Pass to Irwin. Back to Reipinger. Henry Reipinger for 3. Make it 22-15. Eli Jackson and the Bulldogs there. Newman looks. Cameron Jackson. Back to Swafford. Chase Swafford with the slam. And here's Henry Reipinger. Pass to Newman. Coming up later tonight, right here on the Crazy Sports Kid channel, we are going back up to Harrison. We will be going up to Lafayette to see Mooresville play the Raiders. Garrett Irwin will score again. The Raiders took time off last year. Did not make this round last year. They were back this year. They are the 2 seed, and they are not as good as they have been. For 3, Cooper Overton. And it's a 4-point game. Here's Newman. Brandon Newman will score again. 26-20. And after that score from Newman, things are getting real tough now. And here's Jackson. Back to Swafford. Swafford holds it. Less than a minute left in the first half. Overton will score. 4-point game again in Brownsburg. Gibbs back to Reipinger. Reipinger will score. 6-point game again. And here's Chase Swafford. Swafford there. Back to Baker Lands. Back to Jackson. Oh, Jackson shot blocked, but Ferris for 3. And here's Vanderventer. Pass to Reipinger. Back to Gibbs. Back to Newman. Back to Gibbs. Jacob Gibbs for 2. Newman, back to Jackson. Back to Baker Lands. Here's Newman. For 3. No good. 30-25 at halftime. Tweakers lead it. Let's send you into the halftime show. What a playoffs we are about to see. In game 1 of the Western Conference semis, we have such a great game tonight. It's the Bulldogs and the Quakers. The Quakers are leading at 30-25. And right now, they could potentially earn their way into the next round, into the Western Conference Finals. And about later on tonight, the Raiders will pay host to the Pioneers. And we know for a fact that Terre Haute South will indeed host in the conference semifinals. And if they win in the semis, they will host in the conference finals. And that will do it for tonight's halftime show. Let's send you back down to Brownsburg. Irwin and Jackson are the top performers. And it is 30-25. Irwin, back to Vandeventer. Quaker basketball. No, it's not. It is Bulldog basketball. Overton steals it. Back to Young. Young looking to score. He does. 3-point game in Brownsburg. This Brownsburg, Berkeley Williams and the Bulldogs think that they have a team that could contend with Terre Haute South and Danville. Gibbs will score again. But this Quaker team, man, this Plainfield team this Quaker team was mid all season. Young will score again. And here we go. Vandeventer back to Gibbs, back to Irwin. Irwin with the slam. Garrett Irwin with the dunk. And just notice this too. These Quakers are beating the Bulldogs without barely hitting any threes. Cameron Young misses a three. He's been known to do that recently too. And here's Reipinger. Henry Reipinger will score again. Cameron Young has it. Here's Vandeventer. Cameron Young will score. Williams and Dugan look really happy now. And here's Vandeventer. Back to Gibbs. Jacob Gibbs will score again. Plainfield knows that if indeed Franklin ends up beating the Warriors, then we could potentially see the Mountain Dew Forum host a playoff game. And here's Vandeventer again. Vandeventer back to Gibbs. Newman, Reipinger, Vandeventer, Newman. Brandon Newman for two. With about 3 minutes left. With about less than a minute left in the third. Zach Roden for three. It's a 4-point game in Brownsburg. Here's Vandeventer. Timeout. Joey Carnes and the Quakers. And here we go. Roden looks happy. 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Looks like that the Gibbs brothers are going out there for the Quakers. And here we go. Jacob Gibbs receives the ball from his brother. Jacob Gibbs from the logo. He just pulled a Jacob Chalet. Hummel can't seal it. Cameron Young for three. Drains it. That is a three that they needed. Hummel. Pass to Jacob Gibbs. Jacob Gibbs continuing to score it. Gibbs scores again. Hummel. Back to Ferris. Back to Reipinger. Logan Ferris for three. Well needed three. Newman. Pass to Kate. Back to Gibbs. Here's Kate Gibbs. Gibbs a shot. No good. Sacre rebound. Logan Ferris will score. 1 point game in Brownsburg. Cade Gibbs will make the shot. 48-44 after 3. It is a close game in Brownsburg. 48-44 the score right now. Bulldogs losing, and they will have the ball here tonight. Right now, starting it off in this quarter. Trey Barton for 3. 1 point game in Brownsburg. Gibbs hands it off to Hummel. And I think what the Quakers may start doing is they may start holding the ball more. Reibinger back to Hummel. Look at these passes. Oh, they're getting crazy. Look at the quick passes. Cade Gibbs for 3. And the Bulldogs know that the Quakers, they know how to hold the ball. Dockery there. For 3, it's drained. Zach Roden for 3. Hummel. Pass to Newman. And it will go out of bounds, and it will be Brownsburg basketball. Brownsburg coming back. 2:04 left in the game. Fantastic game indeed. Roden has it. Reipinger covering. Jackson shot no good, and it's rebounded by Gibbs. Newman has it. Back to Hummel. Gibbs. Cade Gibbs with it. Back to Reipinger. Henry Reipinger for 3. Crazy turn of events in Brownsburg. Young shot is blocked. And the Quaker defense is back. Michael Hummel for 3. And just like that, the Plainfield Quakers are up by 7. Here is Roden. He almost loses it. Reipinger there. Heavy coverage. Roden for 3. Hummel has it. Great game here from Brownsburg. Henry Reipinger opens it up for 3. Make it 60 points on the night for the Quakers. Berkeley Williams, in her first season coaching Brownsburg, could be eliminated in the second round. Zach Roden for 3. 4-point game in Brownsburg. It is a close one. Hummel. Pass to Gibbs. Back to Newman. Newman. Shot is blocked. Overton. Rebound. And the shot is good. 2-point game in Brownsburg. When will the Bulldogs start fouling here? Hummel. Back to Gibbs. Back to Hummel. And here we go. And there's a foul by Cameron Young. They seriously needed that foul. They needed to stop the time here. Time there. Hummel logo. No good. For the lead. Lob taken away by Gibbs. And here we go. It's a 3-point game in Brownsburg. The Plainfield Quakers. Where did this come from? This Quaker team showing up when it counts. 62-58. 16 seconds left in the fourth. We'll be back after the break. And we are back in Brownsburg. The fans are on their feet. It is one of those fantastic playoff games in the NBA IHSAA. Eli Jackson for three. And that's a three that they needed. Michael Hummel gets fouled. 2-point game though. 14 seconds left. Hummel drains the first one. Michael Hummel makes both. Brownsburg timeout. 14 seconds left. And the game is almost over. Plainfield, 14 seconds left. 14 seconds away from going back to the Western Conference Finals. Welcome back to Brownsburg. Jacob Gibbs is your New Balance player of the game, no question about that. Actually, in my mind he is, but in everyone else's, I don't know if he is. Baker lands there. And the three misses. And that will pretty much do it. Roden with the foul. Reipinger at the line for two. Reipinger makes the first one, and just like that, Brownsburg's chances of winning are over. Timeout Bulldogs, and pretty much the best they could do is bring it within three. If they even make the three-pointer, it's been a nice and tight game. But the Quakers are just dominating here. And here we go. The three drained from the corner. 3-point game though. Hummel fouled again. 7 seconds left. One shot here ends it. And just like that, the Quakers are going to be winning, and for the first time since before Danville made it and won the finals. Here we go. The Quakers are on to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in years. The Quakers, they survive. And just like that, Plainfield has a chance to win it all. Henry Reipinger is your New Balance player of the game. And that will do it. Everybody, thank you for watching. And I hope you had a fun time watching this. Indeed.